Hello. Oh, mic level looks good. Okay. Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today we are celebrating a couple of little things. We are celebrating my YouTube channel today. Just a few minutes ago, hit 53,000 subscribers, which is insane. I honestly never thought I'd get over 1,000. But then 1,000 came, and then 10,000 came, and then 50,000 came, and here we are. We're going guns blazing. As you can see, I've switched things up a little bit. I've moved my stuff around. I used to be sitting there against that window, and now I'm here, which is, I kind of like this setup a little bit better, to be honest. It's it's just a bit nicer, I think. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you think the audio levels are good. I'm still kind of trying to work out this microphone. I don't know if I should have it here, or if I should have it far away from me, or attached to my shirt, which is, I think, where it's supposed to be. But yeah. Subsequent to changing my room around, my lighting is also a little bit different. It seems to be like super yellow, which is I mean, it's whatever, to be honest. But I can probably fix that slightly. Maybe. Anyway, it's not a big issue. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, so apart from that, I just sort of wanted to have a chat and essentially congratulate myself with you guys. The channel getting to 53,000 subscribers. I mean, I think that's a pretty massive achievement. I'm pretty happy about it, to be completely honest. And yeah, you may have noticed down on which side? This side, just here, there is a countdown clock. So I'm now going to set that clock to, let's say, 2 hours. So let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's change that. I'll change my camera as well, so it's kind of more fun to you can see my hand at least while I'm typing. So yeah, let's oh, that's kind of annoying that my chat box is over. There we go. Fixed. I like that better. All right. So the timer is essentially, how it works is when someone becomes a member, and there's a new membership level, which is the cheapest one I could set it at. So if someone becomes a member, subscribes on Twitch, donates on anything, buys merch, the clock goes up. So the more donations, the more members, the more whatever. Essentially any money that comes into the account, the stream goes for longer. It's been done on Twitch 1,000 times as a subathon thing, but I kind of want to do this across everywhere. And I'm multi-streaming this at the moment on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook groups. So if you are keen to check that out, by all means, go and check it out. I mean, I think it'll be kind of fun. I definitely like streaming across multiple platforms. I think it's interesting. So yeah, it's good to see there's 2 people on Twitch and 9 on YouTube at the moment. It's an interesting time zone, and this is a sort of test of the waters, maybe, because next weekend I'm doing a huge stream for the Down Under CTF, and I'm starting at almost this exact same time zone, and I'm going to be going with that one for a longer period of time. So hopefully a few hours time, but we'll see how much I can drink in that time, basically, because I might get drunk before the 4 hours are up. I'll say hello to a few people in the chat here. We have starting at the very beginning, Kevin, hello. Rim 4K, yo, good vibes, what's up, dude? Panaki Mishra, hello. Wilbo Shaggins, welcome back. Omar H, what up? Druv, hello, sir. Hello. Whistleblower, just asking questions. Where to start learning networking? Download Packet Tracer. Watch Network Chart. That's gonna help you out the most. Jopa0226. Hey, what's up, man? Nice to have you here. Now bear with me 1 minute while I fix the this. Where is it? No, it's this side. This little thing down the bottom. Down there. This thing. I'm going to change that real quick. So it's at like negative 120 hours. That means I need to add 122 hours. Starting, we'll go 2 hours, sec. The maximum, we'll go 10, sure. Set timer, boom. All right, now, as you can see, there's 2 hours left on this stream. Any donations or memberships or anything that come through, alerts will go off. Hopefully, if all my automations work, the clock will go up. All the things will happen. It's gonna be super fun and exciting. So, one thing that does get asked fairly often is what's on my desk. And when I moved my stuff around, I actually tidied up my desk. So at the moment, there's not a lot on my desk. Over here, you can't really see it, but here is my camera receiver. Behind that is Mr. Anonymous mask. I have a Red Hat little case. In here is all of my USBs and SD cards. There's as you can see, a Raspbian one, my Kali Linux one. I try to keep that up to date, but I mean, it changes so often. Just miscellaneous stuff. There's a Windows 10 one here. Yeah, just basically random USBs to run different systems, either live boot or whatever. Next to that, I have the case for my new microphone. All it has in there is a another dead cat fluffy thing, which looks like that. Just one of those little fluffy things you put on your microphone, and a USB cable, because my camera is obviously, like, the microphone is, well, the receiver is there, the other bit is in front of me here. Apart from that, I have a Blue Yeti mic over here, which is good. Joe, I'm Julian. Thanks for following, man. Oh, look, you get a little Streamlabs message thingy here as well, which is kind of cool. And then I have my camera over here, which is on a stand. And there's another camera. You can't really see it, but it's here. And that's obviously just pointing straight down at my desk. I also have behind that my Raspberry Pi build, which is still in progress, along with so many other things that I'm currently trying to work on. I have this thing, which is, I use that to build the Raspberry Pi case, as well as take apart different computers and stuff. I really like playing with it because it makes that very satisfying click rack sound. There's a ginger scented candle, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some chewing gum as well, if that counts, but yeah, that's on my desk. Jopa is the only Twitch viewer. Should I move? No, man, you can stay on Twitch if you want. It'll probably help out my Twitch stats. Yeah, you do whatever you like. JJ says, "What's good? What's good?" Not much, man. I'm just chilling here. I'm just here to have a bit of fun, have a little Sunday session, enjoy some music. You know, just sort of chill out. JJ says, "Have you ever considered streaming on Twitch?" Yeah, I'm actually streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube as well as Facebook right now. It's a multi-stream. It's going across multiple platforms. Those are the three easiest ones to set up, and it should be exactly the same across all three. I haven't added in on the thing here, the what do you call it? I haven't added in the Facebook thing. What do you like the little icon that says Facebook is there as well? Because I don't know, I haven't really felt a need to do it, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. This is all happening. I've got some new overlay stuff here as well. I've tidied things up. It's different. It's kind of fun. Wilbur Shagan says, "Pi build looking so sick." He's so keen. Yeah, I'll just take all the power out so I can bring it across. All right. I'll show it up on this one first. Just bear with me a sec. So, yeah, as you can see, this is a touchscreen display. It's the one that's actually made for the Raspberry Pi 3, but it works on the 4 as well. And that connects to, I don't know if you can see there. There's like this really dodgy little connection underneath. And then that just loops back through here and then around and then up. and then that goes into the top of the heatsink fan. The reason I did it like that is because it kind of sits there nicely. Like I can move it around and it doesn't really come out, which is kind of cool. I mean, it is loose and it does shake around, but I mean, I'm not throwing the damn thing, or am I? But yeah, the little heatsink fan on the top is pretty cool. This is a Model 4B Plus 8 gig of RAM, and the one underneath is a Model 3B Plus with 4 gig of RAM. So we got the 8 gig, the 4 gig. Yeah, I've already explained what these are, what they're all for in another stream, but I'll go over it again. The one on the top is going to be a dark web file server, which is kind of fun. And the one underneath is a firewall to keep this one as protected as possible. I plan on building it into a fun little CTF, and yeah, I mean, it's just a cool little setup, isn't it? There's a NeoPixel ring thing which I'm going to attach to it as well, which I haven't done the soldering or anything yet for. But yeah, that'll be in there at some point. And yeah, that's really, to be honest, that's pretty much the entire build. So yeah, on to the next person's question. Pahul Preet says, how many programming languages do you know? Man, I don't know. I'd say I'm probably best at Python, but languages, I mean, I probably know how to at least read quite a few. I wouldn't say I'm like super pro at many of them though, to be completely honest. So yeah, I mean, programming is not my thing. I know enough to be able to read and make scripts. So I hope that answers your question. I'd like to give the honest answer anyway. Rim 4K, what tool was that you showed us? It's a mini ratchet tool. It's yeah, it's just got a little screwdriver, like a Phillips head end on it, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It's just a bit of fun, really. But it was super useful for building this thingy, because yeah, I don't know, I just like it. It's a bit of a gimmick, to be honest, but yeah. Phenom 1992 says, hey DC, always wanted to know, what keyboard are you using? I'll switch the camera for this one. The keyboard that I'm using is a GK64. It's a 60-something% keyboard. It's got a few different light settings on it that you can set, and yeah, I mean, it's a nice keyboard. It's really nothing terribly fancy, but yeah, it's got an aluminum case. The keys, the majority of the keys are creams, which are nice keys. It does have a little bit of wobble on it, which I find a little bit annoying, but it is quite heavy and sturdy, and yeah, it's just a good keyboard, I think. Anyway, so it was pretty cheap. Apart from the keycaps, the keycaps were quite expensive. But yeah, there's like 3 different sets of keycaps on here as well. There's the these clear acrylic ones, and then the nice ones. I did that because I just thought it looked a little bit cool, to be honest. So yeah, that's why I set it up like that. So it's just a GK64S. The other version you can find of it is the SK64S. It's pretty much the same thing. You can get them on Amazon for, I think, like $200, something like that. It's not the most expensive, and it's not the cheapest. So yeah. I'll just scroll up because I've missed a whole bunch of questions here. Moe29 says, do you see yourself working in cyber forever? I see myself working in aspects of cybersecurity forever, yes. But I have multiple different streams, I guess, of ways of income. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to have different things because it keeps me busy and it diversifies the different sort of work that I'm doing. So yeah, I kind of like it like that. It keeps my life interesting. Joel M. Julian says, not sure if you've mentioned this, but what are the specs of your PC? I'll show you. It's nothing terribly crazy, but give me a sec. I'll just bring it up and you can check it out for yourself. So it's a HP laptop that I'm using. Let me see. There you go. You can't really see that with all the overlays. That's all right. So 32 gig of RAM. It's an i5 11th generation Intel. The hard drive is a M2 SSD, the EX900 one, I think they're called. Yeah, it's just a HP ProBook. It's honestly nothing terribly exciting, but yeah, I mean it does the job, and that's what I need it for. This is my daily computer. I use this for everything. It's my work computer. It's my like streaming computer. I literally use one computer for everything because I'm a little bit of a technology minimalist, I guess. I don't like having a lot of different things. And you can probably tell by the Raspberry Pi build just how minimal I like things. Like I didn't want to. Well, apart from that, it was cheaper to buy this screen than what it was to get a external HDMI micro cable. I mean, it's just messy when there's more stuff plugged in. So why not, instead of getting a keyboard, mouse, and external monitor, why not just get a touchscreen that does all of those things without having to, to plug in multiple things? So, I mean, that's just kind of easy, but who's even using it when you just have SSH access? Who's even doing that? So, yeah. NC Worker says, good morning, everyone. What's up, dude? Sid, sup DC, sup, man? Welcome. Good to have you here. It's been a minute. For anyone who's just joined the stream, first, cameras over here these days, smash like, please. It really does help the videos out. If you're wondering what the clock is, down on this side, every time I get a donation, a follower, a bit, I think they're called on Twitch. I don't know. I don't really use Twitch. Anyone buys merch, like literally any purchase that somehow goes into one of these channels, the clock goes up. Simple. Sahil Basia says, is pen testing really that tough if you can differ it in comparison to OSCP or EJPT? I would not compare those two certs together. I would say the EJPT is an entry-level cert on the way to your OSCP. Yes, it's a hard job because there's so many variables, but I mean, so many people do it. So I'm sure you can handle it, and if you put your mind to it, you can get those certs and you can get that job. Oh, Snipe's in here as well. I'm not going to buy you a pizza this time, Snipe. Not today, buddy. Pahul Pre says, I'm just a Python guy. I also build GUI and learning some C++. Cool, man. Yeah, stick to it. I mean, like I said before, I really don't know that many languages. I know how to read lots of languages and I can write basic scripts, but I mean, I'm not a programmer. So, yeah. Sid says, looking good as ever. Thanks, Sid. Wilbo Shaggins. Any upcoming plans on contracts work-wise you're excited about that you can share with us? Upcoming plans, yes. Contracts, no. So I'm looking to sort of wind down around December, hopefully. Any of the contracts that I'm currently working on. The reason for that is I'm tired of contracting, to be completely honest. I've done it to death. I've been doing it for pretty much the entire time I've been in cybersecurity, bar 2 years. So around 5 years of contracting, and I'm just tired. I don't really want to work full time either. I have some personal plans with family stuff and things where I'd like to step back from the traditional work slightly and look into more doing more YouTube, the things I enjoy, like YouTube videos, the live streams, talking in Discord. I mean, I basically just want to retire, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, I will be writing more courses on CyberSec guidance. I've got the Safer Internet project with Gareth, where we're providing tangible work experience to people who want to get into the cybersecurity industry but are having trouble getting past hiring managers who require X amount of experience. So yeah, we're supplying that experience to those people on real world business targets. And yeah, there's lots of other little exciting things that I'm doing that will hopefully build up to a point where I don't need to work that traditional one job. I can diversify my income across multiple different streams and do that. With the YouTube channel, I'm looking to make more vlog style videos. Later this year, I'm going on a little holiday at the beach for around a week with my partner. So I'll take the GoPro, we'll get some beach videos and swimming around, just some like basic vlog stuff. But apart from that, there will be some vlogs as well on my daily life in business, my daily life in the contract that I'm doing and winding that up, and more just like a day in the life of DC. I think that's essentially where a lot of people came to this channel from, is probably that a day in the life video that I did a long time ago when I was working as a SOC team lead. And yeah, I mean, that seems to be where most of the traffic came from. So I'm gonna do more of that. I think it's kind of fun. So yeah. Joe says, what entry positions for a graduate to step into a pen tester / cybersecurity consultant role? What are entry positions for a graduate? There are graduate positions. There is also paid internships, especially in the US and the UK. But yeah, the opportunities are out there, man. So give it a try. Saying that though, as far as like a position title though, usually the analyst, like SOC analyst or security analyst type positions, are the ones that they consider entry level. But just read the job description, because sometimes they consider an analyst someone who has like 5 years of experience, and sometimes they have like graduate analyst positions. So yeah. Phantom says, sweet as GK64 keyboard. I'm going to buy it on Amazon now. Sweet. I think there's actually a link in the description of my YouTube for this exact keyboard. So yeah, if it's not on there, it's probably on like AliExpress or one of the other Chinese ones. Night Warrior on Twitch says, what skills / knowledge would you say is must have for Linux hardening role, as in from a red team perspective? Skills and knowledge is a must have. Ooh. For what? For Linux hardening? I would say, well, I mean, that role in itself is the skill, to be completely honest. So if you, for example, if you had come from a sysadmin type job and you were then going into a Linux hardening position, you would already know exactly how to do that job. That's a bit of a cop-out answer though, and I'm not really happy with that. So I'll think a little bit more about it. I think, oh look, there's someone here from Facebook. I'm so easily distracted. Skills and knowledge. What was that? Oh, a follow. Cool. Thanks, man. Cheers for the follow. What What skills and knowledge would you say is must-have for Linux hardening? Oh man, it's such a loaded question because there's so many like generic answers that I could give you, but I'm not really happy with any of them. I think skills would be a fantastic understanding of the different layers of networking. If you can understand users and groups in a complex enterprise environment, that would also be super, super helpful for you. That's my good answer for you. George Rodriguez on Facebook. What's up? Welcome. It's good to have you in here, man. It's I think you're probably the first ever person to watch a video of mine from Facebook. Legend. Wait, no, not Legend. Jagan says, "Is the fan of the HP notebook loud?" No. Amit Dwivedi says, "Is it worth buying server for home usage to make VM and labs?" I think no, to be honest. But with all of these cloud services out there that you can turn off and on at any time, and make them better and or worse, and potentially free, I don't see the lure of wanting to buy physical hardware unless like you're getting a really good deal on some secondhand equipment. But no, I mean, even then, they take up so much space, they use up so much power. I'd probably just get a run a VM on your machine if it's good enough, or just use some VPS. Phantom 1992 says, "Oh mate, I forgot to tell. I passed my CompTIA Security Plus finally. Nice work, dude. I'm not sure what's next step to take though down this path. Can you advise?" It really depends on what job you're looking to get. So the Security Plus is a great start, but if you're looking to get into like a SOC analyst role or to become a pen tester, or maybe you want to do digital forensics, there are different options that you should potentially take to achieve that goal. Next, Sugar Skull Life. Opinions on the current state of cybersecurity industry, jobs and content creators and certs. Current state of cybersecurity industry, jobs, content. Well, okay. The thing with the content creators is I think that a lot of them have their own agenda and they're trying to follow the popular topics. I know I do, and I assume many other people do as well, because that's the nature of YouTube and making videos that are going to be consumed at a fast pace. So you kind of need to stay relevant in that space. As far as, where was the question? As far as the cybersecurity industry jobs, I think the gap of entry-level positions it's closing. I think it's hard for new people into the industry to find a job without prior experience. And that's always been the case, but it seems to have gotten harder recently. So yeah, that's my opinion. Zoltan says, "Nice fade." Thanks, man. It's fresh. I just got it this afternoon, like a couple of hours ago. It's pretty tidy, isn't it? I quite like it too. Thank you. Diesport says, "Hey DC, have you seen ECU's Bachelor in Cybersecurity? If so, what do you think about it?" I haven't seen it. I'm sorry, but feel free to link it to me on Discord. Anyone wants to join Discord? We just did a movie night this morning my time, but it was night time for pretty much everywhere else in the world. Discord.gg. There's more of those coming. We're also going to be doing sports nights where we'll be doing Premier League and F1, the Formula One. So yeah, if you want to join up Discord, there's lots happening in there. There's lots of new stuff happening. It's really fun and encouraging environment full of great people. And I honestly can't think of anywhere I'd rather be. And that's not just because it's my Discord. So it's mine in the way that I created it, but it's your community, if that makes sense. Rob Langford says, I'm an infrastructure guy who mostly has had a Microsoft Enterprise sysadmin background. I'm now in PAS. What are the typical mistakes you see from server OS hardening? It's always... I mean, patching is a pretty big one, and I know like PAS, but patching is usually pretty big. Like with a lot of the smaller clients, especially who don't have an in-house IT team, who are relying on their MSP partner to do that for them. And a lot of the time they seem to get charged for those things, but their proactive maintenance doesn't happen. So when they're checking like, is the guest account enabled, or how many admins are there and what are they, and do they have some sort of password recycling policy? Those things seem to come up a lot, and and patching is always on the list. So those are the most common. Roning says, cheers from Romania. Sup, man? You would be, if you join my Discord server, you will be the third Romanian to have joined it. There's a couple of other Transylvanian vampires in there, so feel free to join the super fun club of Romanians. The Roninks, you followed me as well. Thanks, man. Cheers for that. Any tips for doing pen testing as a contractor / consultant? Tips for doing pen testing as a contractor: be ready to run when you might expect to walk. A lot of the time with pen testing contracting, you're thrown into the deep end, and when you think there's going to be a break, actually it's more of like Judgment Day. I'm not really selling it too well, I think, but it is quite fun if that sort of contract-based work suits you, or if you quite enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it I can think of. Yeah, it's also, as a consultant, it's quite hard to find clients. So if you can find a way to find those clients to keep the bread and butter on the table, then that's probably the first thing I would be looking at if I was doing that. Nirajan Dakal says, I'm a beginner in cybersecurity. I desperately need money, so can you please tell me what is the fastest way to earn money in cybersecurity? The fastest and most secure way is to get a job. That's a terrible answer though, because I know how hard it is to get a job. So I do really feel for you. At the same time, what you can do, I mean, fastest really depends on the skill. If you have a lot of skill, then I would say, do some bug bounties and become a pro bug bounty hunter. But the return on how much time you put in it's pretty small, I think, unless you're quite good at it. And the chances of that happening against like teams of people who do that as their main job are becoming more and more slim, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, you could always, if you want to make money in a month, you could jump on like Fiverr or something, or I mean, that's pretty bad as well, because you're not really going to make much money. In cybersecurity, making money fast, it's a long game. It's not something you do like, it's not like driving Uber, for example, where you drive and then you make money instantly. This is like a career path that you need to think about over many years. So yeah. Where was the next question? Night Warrior, thanks dude. I'm currently a junior pen tester and have an offer for the hardening role. Oh sweet, that'll be fun. I wonder if there's much of a pay jump in that. But either way, congratulations, dude. I'm super happy for you. At the moment, we have 10 people on Twitch, 24 on YouTube. We have an hour and a half left, and yeah, it's a pretty fun stream. I'm enjoying this multi-stream thing. I have no idea if it's actually going on Facebook or not. I don't really use Facebook, but I do have a Facebook group, which does, or a page or something. I think it's called a page. Let me find it. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. It's live stream on there. That's crazy. Huh. Multi-stream. We're in the future, guys. Rob Langford, RE Cloud and Server Costs. If you get a subscription to a Cloud Guru, they have a tier with Cloud Playground included. There are limits, but you can deploy and have servers with minimal costs. Yeah, that's pretty much like further to what I was saying before about virtual services, etc. Is that having a VPS is something you can run up instantly. Thanks, Wraith, for following. So yeah, I mean, you can run it instantly. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to take up physical space, which, I mean, I hate cluttery things. You can probably tell by, like, there's a bookcase there with a ball in it, like just one ball. I really don't like clutter. So yeah, I don't know. It's just so much cheaper and versatile to run a VPS. Christian Pop says, cybersecurity is a long game. Best tip thus far. Yeah. Oh, hey, we're being raided. Look at this. Oh God. It always surprises me every time there's some sort of like raid thing, because I really don't understand the whole as you could probably tell, the whole Twitch thing. But yeah, crazy. Oh God, the ticky thing is going to keep going over. Cheers for the raid. Who's actually raiding me? How do I tell who's raiding? Streamlabs is getting upset about caps lock. I don't know how I sent that, but anyway. Is EC Council CPent good? It's probably the best cert. Cheers everyone for following me, by the way. That's awesome. Kobe MJ, what up? Cheers for the raid, man. This is sick. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Your Streamlabs is about to shit itself. Yeah, probs. I mean, it's highly possible. So, yeah, all good. Kobe MJ is a girl, by the way. Okay. Does that make a difference? Should I... Is this the part where I start simping or something? I don't understand. I think I just said thanks, dude. But yeah, thanks, mate. I don't know. I don't know what you're expecting me to say. What was the question? Where's that question gone? It's up here. Is EC Council CPent good? Yeah, it's all right. I'd probably, to be honest, I'd probably go with the EJPT and then look at the OSCP, or just go straight for the OSCP. I probably wouldn't be bothering with anything CH because, yeah. But yeah. Solid Snake says, all G, everyone says she's a man. I haven't met Miss Kobe MJ. So yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I have no idea. But yeah, cheers for the raid and for stopping by. Yeah, sweet. Phantom 1992 says, hey, good advice, mate. As always, with CompTIA Security Plus in place, do you reckon GRC will be a good path to take? Ooh. Yeah, I do actually. I think that's a pretty sweet path to take. I actually know a guy who works pretty heavily in GRC. I don't know if he has a Security Plus, but it is such a fun job. And for some people, I mean, for me, I don't really deal with GRC because it's how do I say this nicely about myself? I don't really like following the rules. Yeah, that'll do. So, I mean, yeah, you can, in GRC, you can sort of bend the rules, but if it's anything based on the risk that you're trying to mitigate, you got to stay well within those rules and make sure you're doing things properly. You know, crossing your T's and dotting your I's and all the rest of it, because that's what it's all about. Zachy Leg says, nah, it's good. A raid is when you finish a stream, you can send all your viewers to watch someone else. Just a way to show support. Oh, that makes so much sense. Now I understand. Well, sweet. Thanks, guys. Holy crap, there's 60 people from Twitch watching this. That's a record for this channel. Welcome. I don't know. This is definitely definitely the most. I can't even talk properly. I'm shocked. It's the most people I've ever seen in a Twitch stream of mine before. I normally get like 5 people tops. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Someone spelt funnily says, DC, how is this Deakin University for pursuing a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity or CS? I have a great answer for this question. Deakin University is my favorite cybersecurity university in Australia. Hands down. Their program and their partnership program, it's like when you put ice magic on top of the most delicious vanilla ice cream and it crisps over, and you get your spoon and you crack it and it goes, and it makes that beautiful sound. That's what Deakin and their partnerships are like. It is like ice cream with ice magic on top. Their program is so good that I reckon, I would say, oh my God, is my dog dying? No, she's good. I would say that at least 80% of the people who do the degree at Deakin get a job before they graduate. It's insane. They're so well connected with NTT, Dicadata, what's that other, there's another one I can't remember the name of, but they have really good connections and they get you in there as part of their like prac thing, and it works so well. I wish I'd gone to that university, but I didn't. I went to QUT, so. Streamlabs still getting upset about caps lock, standard. Phenom, also I reckon you're going to hit thousands of live viewers like Zach Hill one day, mate. Gonna keep sharing. Thank you. Zach Hill is an absolute legend. I had him, he actually sponsored a bunch of videos of mine when he was working for someone else. And yeah, he's a super cool dude. He's so nice. You know when you meet someone who's like overly nice and you're like, are you putting this on or are you always like this? He was just like that. It shocked me. Let's go back to the other view because I'm sick of being on the big screen. Let's go back to the mini screen. Let's have a look at this pie. It's kind of fun. Maybe I'll put it like this so you can see the whole. No, that looks shit. Let's go with this. Yeah, that looks Gucci as flip. Let me see some stats for this. Yeah, right. For anyone who is in YouTube, smash that like button, please. Help me out with getting YouTube to love me and whatever else. I don't know why Streamlabs is deleting people's messages, but yeah, whatever. I mean, Streamlabs just getting upset, I guess. This little clock doesn't seem... Where is it? It's over this side. Way over that side. No, this side. Over there. But on the other side... Oh, I can do it from here. Okay. There. This one hasn't really changed, which means I don't think anyone has clicked on the donate and or member button, which is perfectly fine. I don't expect it, of course. I'm actually just genuinely curious if it works because it was kind of tricky, but yeah, kind of fun. So what's the go with this? All right. Would anyone like to play a game? Maybe we should get a game going. Let's play some like chess or something. I don't know. I'm not really good at chess. Drop it in the comments. What sort of games you would like to play, or watch me play. I just got a tip for $10. I wonder. Oh my god! It changed. Oh my god! It works. The system works, guys. Phenom, thank you. You didn't have to send. Okay. Next time you test stuff, like $1 is good, right? $10 is out of control. But thank you either way. I appreciate it. Yeah, right. That's crazy. Abhishek Sharma says, what do you say about RHCSA plus RHCE and then CCNA, CCNP security, and then going for OSCP? I feel like that is a massive overkill in Linux certifications, unless you want to become a Linux anything, like a Linux sysadmin or a, I don't know, like you're going for the OSCP, the CCNA, and the CCNP. It's a lot of certifications. Could it be helpful doing the Red Hat courses? I don't know. If you really love Linux, then yes. If you don't, then no. I would say doing the CCNA and the OSCP is enough for entry level, like junior pen tester roles. The RHCSA and RHCE, a little bit overkill. The CCNP, I mean, if you want to become a really gun network security engineer, then yes. But your last cert here is OSCP, so I'm kind of confused if you want to go for the pen tester, or if you want to become like a Linux sysadmin, or if you want to become a network security engineer. I mean, there's so many different routes in those certifications that we're looking at. It's kind of hard to know which one you really want to go for. Phenom says, all good in the hood, mate. Alrighty, I'm off. I'll tune into the next live session. Well, thanks for coming, dude. Cheers for popping in. I appreciate it. And thank you for the tip. That was very nice of you. I'll see you next time. Jatin. All hail King David. Jatin, for anyone who doesn't know Jatin, he was I guess still kind of is, a coaching student or a mentee, I guess, of my CyberSec guidance program, where I told him the route to take from his current job, helped him with references, his resume, the whole thing. Basically, we went through the whole set, and Jatin is now employed. So he went from basically unemployed to working in a managed service provider, which is awesome. So congrats, Jatin, on your excellent hard work, and thanks for sticking with me through that program. I'm glad the mentorship system it worked well. So that's always good. This song is absolutely terrible, so I got to change it. Sorry if anyone's enjoying it. Oh, there we go. It was like offbeat and kind of annoying, so yeah. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. You can see my screen here, like just because the camera's wide angle. Anyway, I'm still tripping out over this new setup. I think it's so much better. Oh, check it out, my pillow. I don't think anyone has ever seen my DC CyberSec pillow, but it's probably my favorite thing ever. I love that pillow so much. Yeah. I'm actually really keen to play a game. Which is weird because I never really play games. But yeah, let's have a look at the COVID stats in Australia. Where are we up to? 24 million vaccine doses. I can't number. 3.17 vaxxers a second. We'll have 70% of the population vaccinated 2 doses, 70% 2 doses in 42 days. Wow, that's pretty cool. Sweet. I'm looking forward to it. That's my marathon timer. We'll see if that actually works or not. Yeah. Next question was Abhishek Sharma. People say it's necessary to learn Linux networking before evolving into cyber world. I found certs that could help out. It is useful to know networking and Linux before getting into cybersecurity. I just think that is an overkill of certifications. To learn Linux, I would probably do something a little bit more like basic, like even a Udemy course, or just running up your own home labs to learn those different things. With networking, absolutely, the CCNA is a good route to go with that, but the CCNP security is, again, overkill. It's just too much. The problem I see, if you were to get all of those certifications, the RHCSA, RHCE, CCNA, CCNP security, and OSCP, is if you don't have any experience, then you are overqualified for a junior position. That's a problem, but you would have no experience, which is an even bigger problem. So with those sort of certifications, most people would have, years of experience. So I think just cut it back a little bit, go with the CCNA and the OSCP, and have a look at like a Bash Basics course on Udemy, or just have a play around yourself and learn those techniques. I think it's actually going to help out a little bit more than it would by just spending tons of money on certifications. Certifications don't equal jobs. It's more based on your passion and drive for the industry, based on your actual skill in different technologies, not so much the certification that backs up your skill. Some random person outside. Next up was Jat, and he said, I can vouch for everything David said. For anyone who is in doubt or not sure about their career path, David is the man. You're a very inspirational and world's mentor. Thanks so much. Thanks, Jat. You're always so kind to me. Thank you so much. Abhishek, asking another question. These could help me learn pen test easily. I think if you were to gain experience somehow, that would be more worthwhile to you, learning pen testing. But, yeah. Man, the people outside are so loud. I don't know what they're yelling about, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. They're like screaming. Anyway, let's get a game going. Let's see. Chess.com? Anyone? Keen? Yeah. Where we go? Play as a guest. 10-minute game. Yeah, why not? Oh, I got black. Oh, I got white. Dope. Abhishek Sharma says, oh, then I have cleared my first round. I'm using Arch Linux since second year of my college. Nice one. That's definitely going to be super helpful for you. Matt Hawkins, I'm just joining. So what is it that you do? In live streams, I normally just, talk shit and play play games, and I like to discuss different cybersecurity things, I guess, and yeah, just basically talk about cybersecurity. This live stream is a little bit different because it was a very spur of the moment type of stream. Like I really didn't think that it would go for this long at all, but I thought I'd give it a try anyway, just for the fun of it. I'm gonna take this guy. That's gonna be interesting. What a knob. What a freaking knob. Yeah, why not? Chuck him there. That doesn't matter where he is. That's a pointless move. But yeah. I'm just gonna put everything out here. Just get it going. If I go there, there's nothing here. Yeah. Let's just move these out. Have a bit of fun. Rob says, can't hear anything from outside. That's good, because it's they are properly noisy out there, to be honest. You gonna take my knight? You gonna do it? Go on then. Take it. Matt Hawkins says, I'm 37, never been in the IT field. What do you recommend I get started in? I recommend you get started in network engineering, because it's probably the fastest route to get a job in this, how do I say, like, environment of work at the moment. It's an easy way to go as well. Like, you don't really need to do too much formal study. You could honestly get away with a CCNA and maybe a CCMP if you really think. But yeah, not really necessary. You gonna take my knight? Come on, I know you want to. Take it. Do it. There we go. Nice work, mate. All right. This guy is going to here. Yeah. This guy's just wrecking all my stuff. Let's check. Sacrifice another knight. Let's do it. Yeah, I didn't think so, mate. Let's chuck this here. Boom. Eat it. Go on. You might as well. Matt Hawkins, what bootcamp or school would you recommend? It depends where you are. Yeah, if you're in Australia, there's not really any good boot camps, although there is the, if you want to get into cybersecurity, there is a boot camp with ASD that they do. That's pretty cool. That might be worth having a go on. So, yeah, cheers for the subscription, by the way. Yeah, so have a look at those options. The ASD one is in Canberra, and I don't know if they're doing it online. I think they did last year because of, you know, restrictions with COVID and stuff like that. But yeah, oh man, I thought this chess game would be so much faster than this, but anyway. It's taking so long. Make your move, mate. Come on. Make it. Make a move. You're in Texas. All right. There is a WGU boot camp and I don't know when it starts. I think it's like a start of the year or end of the year thing. So maybe that would be a good time to start. And it's sort of like an introduction to their cybersecurity course. So have a look at that. WGU. I think it's like Western Governors University, something like that. I don't know. It's online though, which is the major benefit. So yeah, check it out. It's annoying that this camera is the wrong camera. I thought it would actually be my GoPro, but I think this person has left the game, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'll stop switching scenes because that glitch transition is gonna really get you out. Oh, snipe! There is that Texas Cyber Summit, but that one. If I just go, I'll just go to it. Texas Cyber Summit. I'll put this on my PC again. October 29th and 30th. This looks pretty cool. Lab speakers. This doesn't look too bad. Virtual on-site keynotes. Wow, there is a lot going on. This website is terrible. I mean, this bar at the top, straight out of 1999, but October 29th to 30th, 2021. So pretty soon at the Marriott. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on in this conference. It seems to be pretty full on. So yeah. What's the cost? Let's go check out the costs here. Virtual access pass. Near free ticket. Oh, so it's just donations. Virtual pass $29. Virtual expert pass $59. On-site budget $129. Whoa. On-site GA is almost $200. On-site VIP $299. Wow, that is pretty expensive. But yeah. Muno No says start streaming. You're about to go live. Dogehype.com. Okay. Nice spam. Cheers for that. Oh. Naga says, hello, my name is Christopher Hernandez. I am Chilean and I'm 21 years old. The following year, I graduated from my technical degree as a programmer. I had thought about applying for the work and holiday visa. Do you think it would be difficult to find work in Australia, knowing Python, Java, MySQL, and having an entry level in cybersecurity? Yes, I think it will be hard to find a job because at the moment, getting into Australia is actually impossible unless you're an Australian citizen. Next year, things might change. Hard to say, but yeah, at the moment, you can't really get into Australia unless you are a citizen or permanent resident. Getting a job in Australia without citizenship in cybersecurity is pretty difficult and almost impossible, to be honest. So keep that in mind. It's not going to be easy to be able to find a job in Australia. Even with those skills in programming languages, you would have a chance at getting a job as some sort of programming person. But yeah, no, I honestly, I don't think it's a very high chance, and I don't want to ruin your motivation, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be very easy. It's not impossible. It's just not going to be very easy. Oh man, I just burped. Sorry. What the hell was that sound? It's so bizarre. Oh, was that my chess game? How did he win? Whatever. Probably because I wasn't in there for very long, I guess. I think I'm probably going to get a copyright strike any second because it's moved away from my original playlist, which is kind of annoying. Let's go back to one that won't copy strike. Damn YouTube and their copyright strikes. Alright, let's do this one. Hey, Christian Pop. To Ron. Hell yeah. I think that adds a minute. Yeah, it will. There we go. Yeah, added a minute to the clock. Congratulations and thank you. Johan Samson says, how do you feel about CyberSec boot camps for someone who's brand new to cybersecurity? I think it's perfect, actually, because that's kind of exactly what the boot camps are designed for. They're designed to throw you in and give you that initial bit of knowledge to learn more and, you know, go places. Yeah, your $2.99 super chat, it did work. It punched up the clock by an entire minute, which is the minimum. I think $2.99 RON is like less than $1. So it just does whatever the minimum is, which is $1. So yeah, back to boot camps. I think they're a great idea for people who are just getting started. Hams Savadan says, where should I start learning like Hack the Box or Try Hack Me about cybersecurity? I'm 15 years old. Have a look. I'd probably get started with Try Hack Me first. I find it to be a little bit more, it's an easier one to get started with, and it's just kind of fun. Like it's based on, what am I saying? I'm not even making sense anymore. I've had a really long day. It's a great CTF website for beginners who want to get started learning about all types of different cybersecurity areas. Now, saying that, if you wanted to do like Hack the Box, that is a little bit more advanced. And if you want to do the pathways in Try Hack Me, again, those are very much directed towards a target end goal job. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it has been a long day though. This morning I got up and fixed my car a little bit. I've got some bad backfiring issues at the moment where I know no one really cares about this, but I thought, you know, there's another hour on the clock, so I might as well burn some time and just talk smack. So my car has some problems where basically it backfires and it's not supposed to, and the engine light then comes on. It's a turbocharged 1.6 litre. It's running 8 PSI boost, I think. So yeah, I changed my a couple of different pipes and stuff back to some new ones because the old pipes that were on there, like the silicon piping, was a bit corroded and not really nice. So yeah, I got rid of those. But you know what's cool about this mic? I can like walk around and do whatever I want. I can just like go around my room, talk about stuff, grab my guitar. My dog doesn't like the guitar. She's just here. I don't know if you can see her. I can look outside and see if there's any creepy people standing around. But yeah, welcome to my space. As you can see, there's no light back here. The light is all right there in front of me. Right here. We'll see it coming in. There it is. That's the light. It's actually coming from up here, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So yeah, new mic. Pretty cool. You can attach it to yourself, which is pretty cool as well. But I'm a little bit extra, so I like to, you know, have it on a stick because it makes me feel like I'm, I don't know, special or something. The other cool thing about this mic is I can take a little rest on my sunbed over here and just like chill. So I mean, if I'm doing a really long stream, right, and it goes for ages, I can just have a little nap here with my DC CyberSec pillow and just, you know, just have a snooze. Just think about life. Look at my crazy well-lit room and with all the LED lights and shit everywhere, and Lego cars. And I mean, even my printer has freaking RGB on it, which is just ridiculous. But I mean, it is what it is and it's kind of fun. So Christian Pop says, I'm like a TV show host. I wish I was, dude. I wish I was. I wish, you know, there was an audience that I could talk to and present to and tell them how great all of this stuff is. But there isn't. The only outlet I have to talk to people about random shit is YouTube. It's this channel here. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like a little tour of this room, but I mean, honestly, this is pretty much the whole room. There's a giant Totoro plush toy over here that no one can see, but maybe I'll chuck him over here. He looks kind of cool there. There we go. Mad. Put that there. Put that there. That looks sick. Cyberham DC casting couch confirmed. Hell yeah, dude. While I'm standing up and walking around, if anyone's interested, I just hit 53,000 subscribers, and what better time than to buy a 50k club shirt? That's the front, that's the back. Yeah, become part of the 50k club. This is my one. I've never worn it. Still got the sticky label thingy on it. I do wear them. I've just got so many merch shirts that I don't really bother wear. I don't want to wear that one because I really like that shirt. And I've got this sick hoodie that has like a really massive logo on the back. Man, the people outside are so loud. Anyway, I'll show you this hoodie because it's kind of cool. It's not my new hoodie, but like the old hoodie. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I wonder if you guys can hear me ruffling through my clothes. No, it's not in here. Guess my wife cleaned up. Now my shit's gone missing. Which is, yeah. Anyway, I'll put this back here. Let's get back to some of these messages because I've missed a few things that are going on here. Is music still going? Oh, it is. Fantastic. Oh, you know why I like these headphones? Because I can't really hear myself talking, but when I'm talking, it feels like I'm just talking to myself. But when I have the headphones in, can hear music, and I can't really hear myself because it's noise cancelling. So it's good. Champak Sharma says, share your bug bounty methodology. I don't really do bug bounties. I find them a huge waste of my fairly precious time without sounding like an asshole. So yeah, I don't really do bug bounties because I find that they take up too much of my time. So yeah. Hamsavadan says, would you recommend Hack the Box Academy? Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Give it a try. Cyberham says, your car goes... Yeah, it does. But not very fast at the moment. There's still some problems with it. Still backfires a bit, so yeah. Christian Pop, love the new mic.
I love you too, Christian.
Hamsavan Varden says, thanks for answering. No worries, dude. Christian Pop, you like a TV show? That's great. Would you recommend Hack the Box? Yes, I already answered that. Christian Pop, Shady Bug Bounty, already did. Nice room. Congo for 50k club, mate. Congo for 50k. 24 Senket Shirole, how to get a girlfriend. First, you need to hack the NSA, and then you'll instantly be flooded with requests for your love. 100%. Johan Samson, would you need certs after a boot camp? Yep, but sometimes in those boot camps, they actually get you to go for the cert while you're in the boot camp. They're the boot camps that are really worthwhile doing. So have a look at those. Those are the ones that you really want to actually do. I think I've answered all the questions. I thought there'd be a few more, but apparently not. All that happened is I lost a few viewers. So I guess people didn't like my little tour of DC's office space thing. I was thinking, just randomly, while I'm here, I was thinking that if I could somehow connect the Patreon to my to this marathon timer, if I was able to do that, that would be pretty cool, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. There's one thing I need to fix here, which is this this scene it's just so messed up. The chat box is in the wrong place. It should be up here. This camera should not even be that camera. It should be a different camera. It should be the GoPro. Wow, that was a loud motorbike. So if I was to hide that source and then add a video capture device. Oh wow, look at that, I've gone huge. There we go. Now what I need to do is drag it below everything else. So it's below the overlays. And presto. We now have a good scene that looks great. Beautiful. Oh. Love it. And then me. That's perfect. That's what I'm after. That's the shit that I wanted. I feel like this has turned into a typical Twitch stream where it's just like super random shit. You know when you're watching Twitch and you're just like, why is anyone watching this shit? I feel like this is that. Like, you go to Twitch. Every time I've gone to Twitch, this is why I don't really use Twitch. Every time I go to Twitch, I jump on there and I watch some random, just like what I'm doing, talk absolute crap. And you're like, Why is anyone watching this? This is it. Is this what streaming is? Is this the thing that people come to Twitch and YouTube to enjoy? Is this actually what people like? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. So anyway, back to the questions. I'll stop talking smack. Champak Sharma says, make a playlist on hardware hacking course. Maybe. I mean, I would have to actually do it, and that would take a while. So yeah, maybe. I mean, once I get out of this contract I'm in, maybe I will. But until then, I mean, I'm usually pretty busy, which is why I haven't made the pfSense firewall lab video yet, because it's just going to take a while to build it with the proper rule set and everything, and I just haven't done it yet. So yeah, I will do it. I just need a bit of extra time away from work where I can sit and think for a bit. Not like, if people say, oh, but you're spending time streaming. Yeah, this is like brainless. I don't really have to think while I'm streaming. I can just talk, just be myself, just hang out. But yeah, anyway, Hams of Eden says, would you recommend doing a college degree or go by the certs path? I would reckon a college degree is still the best option. As expensive and annoying as it is, it's still the best option, I think. Retro DS says, is it okay to look up CTF solutions if I get stuck? It happens to me a lot more than I wish to. I'm a beginner and trying out Over the Wire. Over the Wire is freaking awesome, just by the way. So congrats on jumping on that CTF, because Over the Wire, like, it's just so cool. In regards to looking up write-ups, that's a valid way to help you learn. Just give it a really good try yourself first before looking that up, and I have no problems with it. Christian Pop says, because we like you. Well, thank you. I like you too. Johan Sampson, how did you get into CyberSec? I got into cybersecurity by accident, and I feel like this is a couch conversation, so bear with me 1 second. All right, let's take a moment to jump on the couch with DC. I'll get my shoes off, otherwise I'll get into trouble. All right, so how did DC get into cybersecurity? Well, let me tell you. I got into cybersecurity by accident. Now, at the time, I was working as previously I was working as a sysadmin, right? And this job came up that was for a network security engineer contract. It was a 1-year contract, and it looked like it would be, pretty fun to do. It was for a project that needed to be done to install some firewalls and, set up a whole bunch of new switches for each floor's phone system, the whole thing, right? And there was even like a desktop SOE rollout as well, which would be part of that project. So I was like, this would be pretty cool. I think I could get into this. So yeah, I went for that job. I got the job, and I started working through that project. I completed the project, and I got a little taste with network security with these firewalls, the next gen firewalls, and they had so much in them. Thanks for joining me, Bella, by the way. There was so much involved with those firewalls that I just sort of accidentally fell in love with cybersecurity without even realizing that it was sort of cybersecurity. So after that, I started looking into cybersecurity a little bit more. I did a couple of certs. I went for the OSCP and I failed. And then I went for it again and got it the second time round because I actually concentrated on it. I thought I was amazing, but I wasn't. So yeah, then I applied for a job in the Australian government, and
yeah, the rest is sort of history. I worked in that government agency for around 2 years, and then I worked as a contractor for many different organizations, primarily in like SOC roles, and it was always project-based work. So it was a lot of like, hey, we need someone to do this job for, I don't know, 6 months to complete this project, and we need a technical skill to do it. Are you going to be that person? I was like, sure, I can be. So that's sort of my story of how I got into cybersecurity, because it was I sort of got into it by accident without realizing. Because way back, I might look younger than I am, but I'm 33, and this was back when I was still 20 something, 20 through 22, I think 23, when I was working as a network security engineer. So it was kind of like an accident to get into the industry, where I really didn't expect it to go anywhere. I thought I'd just do this project and it'd be fun, and then I'd do something else. But it was fun, and I did do something else. It just took a different direction to what I originally thought. So thanks for coming along to DC's couch session stories. I might make this a regular segment. Who knows? We'll see how this goes in the future. All right. Get my music on again so I can... Oh, it's beautiful. I need a light over there. I need like a spotlight. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway. Cyberham usually evolves into some sort of hot tub. I mean, I do have a hot tub, so maybe. Maybe next time. I haven't had enough drinks. I've only had like not even half a bottle, like 2 glasses of wine. And that was at lunch, which was like 7 hours ago. Champak Sharma says, I have some interesting projects in mind. Would you like to collaborate and launch our own course? Yeah, man. If you want to, put up a course on my website, you're more than welcome. I'll give you better rates than what any other website gives you. So yeah, let me know. Matt Hawkins, what kind of money do cybersecurity guys make in the US? It greatly depends on the job, but most of them are on 6-figure roles. Most. But some of them are still are on that 70, 60,000 US a year type money, which that is quite normal as well, especially entry level. So yeah. This story, Christian Pop says this story should be snipped out. How you got into cyber. Oh god. Sickus says, good morning, awesome pose in the bed earlier. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoy the bed scene. I think I need to get a pop down light from there or something. Brad says, having any drinks tonight? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe towards the end of this, because then I'll want to keep drinking. So I know myself, and I know my lack of self-control. So yeah, maybe later. But I mean, if people keep donating to this and it keeps pushing up the the time thingy, wherever that is, down here, that one, yeah, then by all means, I guess I'll just keep streaming. Who knows? Hamzavan says, if I'm doing college, should I learn about CyberSec and do certs now or focus on schooling? If I'm doing college, should I learn about CyberSec and do certs now or focus on your schooling? Definitely. If you're looking to, because these certifications have an expiry date, right? So you don't really want to burn time on an expiry date for something that costs like $1,000, for example. So you're just taking time away from yourself, and it's also going to take away from the results that you could have got in your college by focusing on that. Don't overload yourself. It's not a race to depression, and it's not a race to being swamped down by too much work. you'll find it's a much more enjoyable experience to sort of go with the flow and take it each step at a time. Get through your major study first, which would be your college degree, and then towards the very end of that degree, have a look at doing some certifications that are focused in the area that you want to aim towards. So for example, your OSCP or your Security Plus, CYSA Plus, CCNA, CCNP, whatever it is, do that towards the end of your degree. Like right at the end, when you're just about to graduate, you're waiting for graduation to happen, that's when you do your certs. Trust me, it's just a better way to do it, because then you can enjoy yourself for a little bit, have a little break after uni, which I think is important to take a rest. And you can then sort of push yourself to go towards applying for jobs a little bit later on. So yeah, that's what I would be doing. Where was the next question? Sika says, I'm now transitioning from Christian. Eraser. you bastard. Wait for the timer to pop up. There it is. Oh, it went up like 3 minutes or something. 2.5, 3 minutes? I don't know. I don't know how it worked that out, but whatevs. Sika says, I'm now transitioning from network security to cybersecurity. Any tips on making it easier? There's just so much to learn. It's a bit overwhelming. I feel you, man, because I literally did the exact same thing. The easiest way to transition is to focus on one niche within the industry. So if you want to become a pen tester in cybersecurity, just get an OSCP and absolutely smash targeting those jobs. Just go for junior pen tester roles. Just go for a normal pen tester role. Just keep pushing towards those ones. That's the way to do it. So yeah. The other, it really does depend on what area of cybersecurity you want to get into though. So yeah. Did someone donate again? I just saw the clock jump. Seems like the API is faster than Streamlabs. I'm gonna guess it was... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, I can see it on the chat. Christian Pop, another $9.99. You bastard. you bastard. Director's chair with the words on set. I should get one. I should get like a sign at the back that says like live, now live or something. One of those, glow neon light things. Matt Hawkins, do most cybersecurity experts work from home? Again, it depends. I mean, in Australia, especially in the city I'm in, I've been at work this entire year, like in offices. But some of my friends who are in Melbourne and Sydney haven't left their home all year. And I've got a friend in Texas actually who's working, and he hasn't left his house for work for a very long time, like ages. So yeah. Saying that though, I think some places they do work from home more than others, like different countries and stuff. So yeah, I mean, you just need to look at what the working from home benefits are, and remember that it is more of a perk than a right in most cases anyway, especially in Australia. They literally tell you in the interviews here that, because there's a sweeping work from home thing and people are loving it, some people hate it. In the job interviews, they're now telling people, just so you know, working from home is a perk, not a right. So don't expect to be able to work from home whenever you want, because you might not be able to. If there's a lockdown, then you can work from home. We will allow you to. Otherwise, forget it. So I've heard the same thing from my own job before. So Brad said, oh wait, I missed one. Matt Hawkins says, I'm 37 and really don't have time to attend school for 4 years. Yeah, then go target some certs, man. Like I said before, do the CCNA and start applying for jobs on CCNA. Go for network engineer roles. Brad says, favorite beer at the moment. You're tempting me, buddy, to go and get a beer out of the fridge. My favorite beer at the moment is Stone and Wood Pacific Ale. It's a little bit fruity. It's a bit smoky. It's crisp. It's delicious. I should be an advertiser for Stone and Wood. How long has this stream been going for, by the way? It's a pretty long one for me. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. I usually only go for about an hour, so you can probably tell my energy level has significantly dropped. I don't know, you know, when you see like so many different streamers and they can just talk forever, and you're like, how do you do this? Like, it's actually pretty intense to be able to talk non-stop for hours and hours. Like, that's a proper skill. Hats off to those guys, because you guys are doing an amazing job. Hamza Varden says, do you know any good university for cybersec around the world by any chance? And also thanks a lot for answering. Love your videos, so useful. Thanks, man. Yeah, there's heaps of good universities. WGU is a good university. It's an online one in the US. Deakin University in Australia is my favorite university for cybersecurity. I don't really know any in Europe, unfortunately. So if you're in Europe or the UK, I'm sorry, I don't know any, but yeah. Matt Hawkins, how many hours do cybersecurity... Oh, where'd the chat go? How many hours do cybersecurity experts work a week? I work roughly 40 to 45 hours a week for my contract role. And then I do other stuff after that. So, you know, normal 38 to 40 hour week. I'd say it's just like every other office job where you work 9 to 5 type thing, plus a half hour or hour lunch break. Pretty normal. Zoltan says Adderall. Is that how they do it? They just take Adderall. Mate, I'm a no drug kind of person. I don't do anything. Apart from coffee and the occasional bit of nicotine, although I did quit smoking last week, so I haven't had anything for a week because I was going too heavy on the vapes, so cut it out. No more smoking. Christian Pop says, you're actually giving out proper advice, so it's harder for you. I mean, what, like I have to actually think. I can't just play games for hours. Yeah, I guess so, maybe. I'll take it. Thank you. I'll take that one. Moe29, do you have to code a lot or at all in cyber? It depends on the role. It really depends on the role. My role, not so much. I like scripts. Yeah, I do a bit of scripting. Some of the automation stuff that I do requires a bit of coding, but it's nothing heavy. It's nothing serious. It's nothing too crazy. So, yeah, no, it's not like programming. That's a programmer's job, is to do those heavy coding things. But saying that, there are areas of cybersecurity where coding is everything. It's the main part of the job. Matt Hawkins says, have you ever thought about starting a cybersecurity business? Yeah, I actually have a cybersecurity business. We do pen tests, and we have a virtual security operations center. We do various types of hardening stuff. The company name is DataSec. I'll chuck it in the chat just in case you want to check out my website. All right, that's my website. Second website is my guidance website. third website is the one where we're essentially giving members of the site experience with pen testing against real companies. It's a membership-based program. So, yeah. All right. Next question. No one says, hello, I'm here, changed camera position. I changed my entire room around. I was saying before, my computer is now here. It used to be there, where the couch is. The couch was over there, where the glowy bookshelf thing is. And that glowy bookshelf was here. So I've pretty much switched everything around by one. There was also like a cabinet there, which is now there, and the light is up there. It used to be over there, and actually it's behind me. But yeah, it's all changed. Everything's changed. Moe29 says, what is the main thing that you do in a SOC analyst? I was like, doc analyst? SOC analyst role and pen tester role. The main thing you do in a SOC analyst role is you go into the logging system and check the alerts that have come through, and then make a corrective source of action or corrective action against what those alerts are. And that varies on each alert. So they're all different. So it's kind of hard to say exactly what you would do. In a pen testing role, you normally follow a pen test or a network audit sheet or checklist, where you would first do a vulnerability scan. So essentially recon on the target to build a network security diagram and report. And then further to that, you would do actual offensive pen testing. Potentially, it depends what the scope is. So sometimes you would then, actually try and break into the machine, not just find the vulnerabilities and list them out. There is a difference, and I feel like a lot of the time they're considered the same thing, but they're not. There's a security audit, and then there's a pen test audit, and they're two separate things with similarities. Christian Pop, ever thought about a mentoring program like the one-on-one sessions but more expensive? Nope, I'd probably just do it all under the mentoring sessions. What do you mean though? I mean, I kind of consider them the one-on-one sessions to sort of be mentoring, but do you mean like for actual study, like to help, like hold people's hands with their study and to take them through? Because I do kind of do that with CyberSec guidance with the one-on-one sessions, depending on what the questions are. I'm not going to do your exam for you if that's the sort of thing that people are interested in. There's plenty of other services out there for that, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm more interested in pushing people in the direction of getting a job and or achieving whatever it is their goal is. So if that's, I consider that mentoring, but I don't know, maybe there's a different definition for that. I just looked in my Discord chat and a very lovely gentleman took some screenshots of me on the couch. I knew that had happened. I knew as I was getting up, I was like, someone's going to screenshot this, 100%. And it happened. It always, yeah, thanks. Aniket Moria, I hope I said your name right. Says, you are a nice guy. Thank you. That's it's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. There's 38 minutes left on this. I really don't know what else to talk about, to be honest. I mean, if you guys have some more questions, there's only like 22 people viewing. Yeah, my mouse has gone from back here to here because I'm slowly like going to sleep on my desk. But yeah, it's all good. Shivam Yadav, did I say your name right as well? I always struggle with names basically because I mean I don't like pronouncing people's names incorrectly, and I find it almost a little bit insulting when people say your name wrong. So I really do hope I am saying your name correctly. But yeah, Shivam, I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you? What are you up to? What are you doing? You having a good night? It's probably afternoon where you are. I think it's probably like 4 p.m. ish. Yeah, something like that in India. Ash Fox, good morning. What's up, dude? Good to see you here. I haven't had a chat with you for a while. It's been a minute, but how you been? How's your streams going? I haven't really checked in on anything on YouTube for a while. I got hooked on this rabbit hole of YouTube where I was watching these super minimalistic home design videos. Now that I say it, I just sound like I've gone completely nuts. Maybe I have, but they were really enjoyable. They were so soothing. I watched hours and hours of them. Crazy. Johans Samson says, where is the easiest place to learn how to code? Coder Academy is a pretty good one. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that can help you out. You probably need to decide first what language it is that you want to be coding in and what these codes are supposed to be doing. If they're just there to be like scripts, like the stuff I do, then yeah. Ash Fox says, haven't streamed in months. I took some time off. Yeah, same, man. I took like 4 months off YouTube, and my channel went from like the normal thing, just went bang, just straight to the grave. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, oh well. But yeah, minimal home design, not video reactions. It was like setups of people's minimal homes. So they're like, here's my desk. And I was like looking at my desk, which I'll show you. My desk is pretty neat, I reckon. Like that's it. There's my phone, there's my mouse, there's this pie, which is not normally here, but I put it here for the video. And that's pretty much it. And I thought it was pretty minimal. And then I see these like minimalistic setups, and it's just like, there's nothing on the desk like that. And I saw these like desks where you can have like an inbuilt keyboard that's just a glass panel. And I was like, this is insane. I mean, that looks terrible. I'm pretty happy with my mechanical keyboard. I don't really want to change up into some bullshit fucking like glass panel thing on a desk. I was like, that just sounds like a waste of time. But it looked cool. It looks sick, and I watched every single one of those videos. Man, I'm getting hammered with messages. Who's this? Oh, it's my mum. Should be right. Cronus17. Thanks for following, dude. I appreciate it. Ash Fox reminds me of my girlfriend who loves to watch the tiny house videos. Yeah. I do. There was a Netflix series on building tiny houses. I don't know if I assume she has watched it, but it's interesting. And it is, I mean, it's kind of cool. I like the idea of like you can live in this tiny little house, but I also like this massive room filled with, you know, RGB and shit. So yeah. Where was the other question? Shivam Yadav, is learning penetration testing from books any good? That depends entirely on your learning style. I find books for me are not really that helpful. So because I don't really do well with reading information. I do well with hands-on like CTFs is a good way for me to learn because it's an experience where I get to interact with it. Whereas I find reading is straight in and straight out for me. So that depends on your learning style, dude. Nitish Malang says, bro, how to start with cybersecurity analyst. I have a video actually on how to become a cybersecurity engineer, which is targeted on analysts and engineers. Check that out. Just have a look, just type in search, YouTube search, DC CyberSec, how to become a cybersecurity engineer. It should be the first one, unless I've been voted out by someone else on YouTube. Ash says she watched the whole thing. The Pi. The Raspberry Pi, at the moment, it's not plugged in, but basically, little touch screen on the front. This guy here, connected to the heatsink hat, which is on a Raspberry Pi 4B Plus, the 8GB one. This one is going to then connect to two M2 500 gig SSD drives. Yeah, and then that's going to be a dark web file server. And I'm going to build a CTF out of that, just for fun. The one at the bottom is the firewall for said CTF dark web server. So we're going to go on a magical adventure into the realms of the dark web, where basically you got to break through my little firewall here, get to the file server, find some files, and the super fun part of it is that it's going to be connected up to a GPS, which will be in my car, and you need to find out exactly where I am. The biggest hint I can give you to the CTF is that it's going to be in Queensland, Australia, because that's the only place I can drive to. If I drive for, I mean, how long would I have to drive to get to New South Wales? Probably 2.5 hours just to get out of the state, and I'm not allowed to because, you know, there's border restrictions and stuff. So the only other way is north, and I don't, yeah. So yeah, Queensland, huge area. I mean, you can fit London into Queensland like 10 times or something. So it's pretty big area. You're gonna have to find me. It should be a fun CTF, I think. Ash says restrictions are crazy for you guys. Yeah, you could say that. They're pretty wild. Not so much in the state I'm in. Yeah, there's not really like any restrictions here where I am, but in Sydney and Melbourne they are in heavy restrictions at the moment. But their lockdowns have been. There was an announcement earlier today where things are apparently changing and becoming better or easier for people to move about in groups and, you know, actually leave their house. So that's good news for them. For me, I'm allowed to go anywhere I want. I can hang out at parties. The only thing is I have to wear a mask. Masks are, I think, mandatory in public. But yeah. Christian Pop, another 9.99. God damn it, you just bumped the clock again. You bastard. Oh dear. Alright. But yeah, as far as like international restrictions go, no one is allowed to come into Australia unless you're a permanent resident or citizen, and nobody is allowed to leave Australia unless you have an exemption. And the exemptions are pretty strict. It's basically like, is one of your family from another country dying? And then they might give you an exemption to go to their funeral. That's pretty much it. So it's pretty shit, to be honest, because I actually had plans to leave Australia and do some stuff, but yeah, that's not happening. So I made my room glow pink instead. That's the reaction out of that one. Cyberham says that onion site better be straight out of 1990. Dude, it's going to look like
the website from hackers, for sure. It'll be the one where Angelina Jolie is there hacking away. It's gonna be glorious, to say the least. Maybe I'll take the screenshot of me lying on the couch before, and I'll use that as the background. Who knows? Where was it? Where was the next one? Gutters. Rent in Queensland, but stuck in New South Wales. Still can't go home yet. Man, that sucks. That is so shit. Yeah, there's so many shit stories coming out of these lockdowns that I don't want to get into it because it makes me upset. Muzz says, looking to open international New South Wales when we hit 80%. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that is the case, that places are looking to, well, pretty much every state in Australia is looking to open up international travel by the time when the population hits 80% fully vaccinated. So that'll be interesting. I hope so. I might be on the first flight out of Australia, but we'll see. Phoenix, with a cybersecurity question, DC, would you recommend pursuing a bachelor's in cybersecurity directly, or first take up a bachelor's in computer science and after graduation take up a master's in cybersecurity? If you really want to do cybersecurity, just go straight for the bachelor's in cybersecurity. If you want to do the master's, is entirely up to you. I feel like in this industry, the master's is valued far less than in other industries, but don't let that defer you from wanting to do it or not. If you want to do the master's degree, then do the master's degree. But if I wanted to do cybersecurity, I would just go straight into cybersecurity. Yeah. Alright, how much time we got left? 28 minutes. If anyone has another question that will take me 20 minutes to read out, drop it, and I'll do another couch sesh just for you. Drop the question. Let me know what it is. I'd love to hear it. Suraj K says, is full-time bug hunting worth it? It can be, but I would say it often is not. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It is really hard to say if it's going to be worthwhile for you or not, because I mean, there is a lot of competition out there, but there's a lot of competition in so many different things where you can be successful and make money. So, yeah, don't let it sort of push you away. But yeah, it's I honestly think there's better ways to make money from full-time work, but each to their own, I would say. Yeah. If anyone is in the chat, by the way, and hasn't already clicked like on this video, do your boy DC a favor, smash that like button. It does surprisingly help the channel like more than you would ever think. It somehow is like each like is like 10 to 50 views extra that I will get on a video. So if that's any sort of gauge to go by, smash that like button. Help me out, help a brother out, get the smashing of the like, get the smashing going, get the smashing of the like button going, and I'll be forever grateful and in your like button debt, whatever that is. Got some comments here on my I'll just share my screen because it's, why not.
So this is in my, I have a chat called Secret Booster Chat. It's for anyone who is a channel member or a Patreon or a booster of the Discord server. They get their own special chat room. And as you can see here, the chat room's getting pretty dank. And people saying I'm gonna get demonetized, DC CyberSec's back at it again. I mean, yeah. I'm just a menace to society of cybersecurity, but I'm having fun, and that's I think that's like what it's all about. I think it's all about just enjoying yourself, and yeah. Matt Hawkins just smashed it. Fuck yeah, dude! Thanks for that. I appreciate it. I give you a mad big thumbs up right to the screen. So what's the viewers like here? What do we got? We got 11 people on Twitch and 13 in YouTube. How do I viewer count? Okay. So if I add Facebook, is that going to blow it out and make it look ugly? Yeah. It did, like immediately. It's so ugly. It's kind of tiny. There we go. Nobody from Facebook is watching. That's a shame. I mean, there was one person from Facebook was watching earlier, and yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. But now it's the wrong size on this one. View. Okay, no, hold on. I have to fix this. This is gonna kill me. Bear with me. All right, gotta go back to this scene. I gotta grab. Where is it? Copy this. Go back to this scene. Paste it. How do I paste? Reference. Oh, there we go. It's exactly the same as the other one. Oh, look at that. 11:11. That's kind of cool. Ash Fox, fun and passion overall. Have to head out. Got some stuff to do. Have a nice stream. Thanks for coming along, dude. It's good to see you in here again, and I hope to talk with you soon. Peace out. Shreyas Gavaria says, can we pursue masters in cybersecurity after bachelor in IT? Yes, you can. You just have to check with the electives, because sometimes you can't. So just make sure you do check that first. Do your due diligence. Oh man, this looks so much better quality when I'm like really close. There you go. You can see my eye color and everything. How do my eyes look? Wow. It's so much clearer. It's like I've discovered fire for the first time. Like, fire. I'm an idiot. I don't know why. I honestly don't understand why anyone watches me. Yeah, we're just enjoying ourselves here. But this is good quality, right? I mean, someone agree with me, please. The quality is significantly better here than it is back here. Tell me I'm wrong. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. I'm like super close to my screen though. My screen is like, I can feel the warmth. That's how close I am. I think I look like, why are my eyes so grey today? This could be a thumbnail. Maybe I'll screenshot it, take a thumbnail. That's beautiful. I'm gonna send that to my wife and see what she thinks. She'll be like, you're an idiot. Brad says camera's much better when you're closer. Yeah, I agree. Like the color and everything is significantly, you can even see like how dry my lips are. It's been really windy and
Yeah, my lips are super dry. Man, that fade is pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Anyway. Hamzavadan says your exact patch if you are starting path. I think you mean path. Your exact path if you're starting as a cybersecurity beginner. I'm going to take that question to the couch. First, I'm going to answer someone. DC, when do you think Australia will be open for international students? I think in January or February 2022. Now we're going to go to the couch to answer this question from Ham Savadan. We're doing another couch session. Come with me, guys. Let's enjoy the couch while we can on this stream. Get that one over here. Take off my shoes. All right. My exact path, if I was to get into cybersecurity again. Oh, it's a good question. It's a good question. Okay, so I've just finished high school, right? All right, I'll assume I've just finished high school. And I'm like, all right, I want to become a hacker. What do I do? The first thing that I would do is I would first jump into a degree, and being in Australia, I would join my favorite Australian cybersecurity cybersecurity degree course, bachelor's course. So I would go to Deakin University first up. Now, Deakin University, the reason I chose as is because of what I said earlier with their partnerships in the industry with different businesses. So I would, do my bachelor in cybersecurity, and then I would, towards the end, I would probably get, towards the end of the first year, I would get a CCNA. Towards the end of the second year, I would get either a CompTIA CYSA Plus or the OSCP. I would choose one or the other, because I know later I could always, do the other one if I really wanted to or had to, but that would be my direction, because then you're covered for the networking part. You've learned all of the Linux basic stuff that you need to learn while at university. And I would probably run I reckon I'd have my computer running the probably Ubuntu Architect version. It's basically Grub Arch, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's what I would do. I think that's a pretty good course to go by. So university, towards the end of the first year, do a CCNA, and then towards the end of the second year, do either an OSCP or the CompTIA CYSA Plus, not the Security Plus, the CYSA Plus. The only reason I would do Security Plus is if I haven't done any university or diplomas at all. So I hope that that answers your questions, man. But yeah. Bjorn says, where does all the dads store their jokes? Do they store it in the same cabinet where their grammar skills are? Because it should be, where do all the dads store their jokes? The database. I'll see myself out. Thanks, bro. I love you though, in all seriousness. I hope you enjoyed that casting couch with DC's session. That was kind of fun and different. I hope you like the layout of this of my room. I've changed it up. I've moved everything around. It's a bit different. It's kind of cool. Bit funky. Joni Brusket says, what if you skip university? If I skipped university, I would do the CompTIA Security Plus, the CompTIA. I would still do the CCNA, and I would also do the CompTIA Linux Plus,
and then either the OSCP or the CYSA Plus. That would be my choice. AI235PL says, "Hey dude, your interview tips video helped me smash through my technical and was able to secure a role." Fuck yeah. That is so good. That is the best news I've had all weekend. That is I'm super happy for you, dude. That's so good. So congratulations. I hope did you get the job? What is the job? I want to know more about it. Tell me all about it. Brad says, "I live in Melbourne, but Deakin is too far for me. Do you think it's worth moving out for it, or should I just go for a more generalized degree somewhere in the city?" I'm pretty sure you can actually do it online. I'm pretty sure you can, but check that. AI235, keep it up. Muzz says Deakin can be done online. I thought so. Yeah. Linus Jacobson, you moved from the old apartment. Yeah, I no longer live in that apartment in the city. I now live almost 2 kilometers out of the city, and I've got this whole big room of RGB goodness where I can be as noisy and stupid as I like, and I can do, casting couch sessions over here, and I can change my camera so you can see my hands, and my Raspberry Pi and my microphone that's probably about to run out of battery, and all the things. So yeah. Sheila Jaladi says, "How to prepare for any certification, any suggestion?" Focus first on what the coursework is that they give you to focus on. So that's basically it. AI235, SOC analyst. Now I have to deal with some... Where's the message gone? Now I have to deal with some imposter syndrome. Been in the role for a few months now. Honestly, it happens to all of us. Imposter syndrome is something that is so common in the industry that I think everyone who's ever made a video on YouTube about cybersecurity has also made a video about imposter syndrome. It's just that common, unfortunately, that everyone experiences it in their own way. And I'm not about to comment on how you can solve imposter syndrome because my situation would be different to yours. But if you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to send me a message and grab me on Discord and we can have a chat. I'll if I can help, I'll help. Brad says, "Yeah, I know it can be done online. I know it can, but online learning sucks. I need the social aspect of university." Yeah, I feel that, dude. I feel like that's like half the reason you would go to uni. For me anyway, because I'm a super, social butterfly and I like talking with people and getting all up in their face. But I've had this chewing gum in my mouth for like 2 hours. It's starting to taste like a foot. It's what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the social aspect of university is pretty important, I think, and pretty useful to have. It's how you make friends, how you make connections, and potentially help them or get help with moving into different roles in the future. It's pretty important. Is it worth moving for? I don't know. It depends how much you're tied down to your current, geographical area. Linus Jacobson says, "Wow, nice. This is some next level shit." Yeah, I know who you are, Frist. I know your name because it's, yeah, I've seen your name before so many times, especially in the old streams that I used to do. I remember it now. So thanks for coming back though. It's good. The Green Hoodie says, "This new room is your only fan setup, let's be honest." And on that note, this has been a fun stream. There's only 11 minutes left to go. We have been going for 2.5 hours. So I've somehow received half an hour of boosts through either donations or super chats or bits or subscribers that it's bumped up the marathon timer that you can sort of see half of on my screen here. I'm just watching it because it seems to happen here faster than it comes up in the chat and way faster than Streamlabs tells me. So it's just sort of like, just happens. So yeah, anyway, 10 minutes left. But yeah, this is not my OnlyFans setup room. But if I was to post to OnlyFans, it would all be in this room, and it would 100% be on this Totoro casting couch. Like, absolutely, without a doubt. Oh dear. I got stuck looking at the analytics just then. Linus says, we just got back to school, started our pen test course plus InfoSec course, and off to do my internship at a large SOC. Hell yeah, man, that sounds exciting as hell. How large is a SOC? Like 50 people, 100 people, a couple hundred people? Really big, like thousands? Is it like a telco SOC? Because those ones are pretty big. Kind of want to know more about it. give me some of those details. Want to know. But yeah, pen test course plus InfoSec course. So that's kind of covering both bases, which is kind of interesting. That sounds like a bit of fun. This is a nice angle to sit at. I think I just found the perfect way to sit at my desk. Oh, damn. I need to stop picking up this mic because I can see the feedback bar. It's like, goes straight to the end, like I'm eating the microphone. But it's good that this is wrapping up in 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'd have to switch this over to my old mic, which, let's be honest, sounds a bit shit. And yeah, don't want to do that. Linus, 50 to 100 people in the SOC. That's a good size SOC, dude. That is a good size SOC. Ooh, that's gonna be tasty. You're gonna learn some stuff in that SOC. That'll be fun. That'll be enjoyable. I assume that's a 24-hour SOC as well. Probably with that many people. Surely it'd have to be. I mean, most SOCs are 24 hours anyway. But I mean, by 24 hours, I mean like it's not being outsourced. But yeah. Bjorn in here with another fantastic joke. What is another name for a computer virus? A terminal illness. That was terrible, mate. I love you and I appreciate you, Mr. Bjorn, but these dad jokes are off the chain. It's interesting, I've got 13 people on Twitch and 13 people on YouTube, and it's been like 11-11 or 9-9. Facebook is 0, but I don't know if I care about Facebook. So yeah, terrible jokes from Bjorn, but that's okay. There's only 6 minutes left on this stream, and yeah, I need to fix the Streamlabs thing from blocking caps lock, because that is freaking annoying me. That's so annoying. How do I log into this shit? Alright. Sharma Rajesh Kumar says, how to become a hacker. First of all, you need to buy as many stickers as you can for your laptop. So once you've done that,
you'll then have to put them on the case of your laptop and make sure there's at least one that says you are a black hat hacker. Damn it. Why'd you have to buy another bloody... That's going to do another 3 minutes. I know it. Oh, I had 5 minutes now after that. You freaking asshole. Anyway. And, yeah. So, yeah, it's, you were so painful, man. Yeah, that's how you become a hacker. You get lots of stickers and make sure you're wearing a black hoodie at all times, and only use Arch Linux or Kali Linux as your daily driver. And when people ask you, what you had for breakfast, make sure you tell them that you use Arch, by the way. That'll do it. Now there is like a moderation thing here somewhere in... I'll switch this over so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm trying to find the settings in Streamlabs. No, not those settings. There's like I think it's CloudBot. And then there's like moderation, caps protection, off. Don't do that. It's annoying. We're good? Alright, we're good. There we go. Alright. Hamsavan says, will you stream every Sunday? Maybe. I don't know. I am streaming next weekend from Friday night through to maximum Sunday night. Depending on how many people become a member. There is if you click on the join button, there's a new membership option, which is $2.99. The more people who become a member on that stream, the longer it goes for. Each membership is worth 10 minutes. So yeah. It might extend for that long. I highly doubt it. But never know. Who knows? Could do. AI235 says, any recommendations for indexing for SANS courses or certs? What do you mean, like indexing? Like working through them? Or I'm not too sure what you mean. Matt Hawkins says, I appreciate the info. I'm going to get started ASAP on Udemy. No worries, man. Thanks for that. Linus Jacobson, get a DC CyberSec hoodie for 10 plus skills to hacking. Absolutely. It's there should be one in the chat. If not, I will actually send through my store for my channel, my Teespring store, because I think I've just updated it recently and it's pretty damn cool. So let me just paste that. There you go. Is the eJPT valued in the industry? It is, and it sort of isn't at the same time. A lot of people use it as a stepping stone to the OSCP, and that's usually how I recommend the eJPT. But on its own, it is a good certification to get. So, yeah, if you feel like getting it, go get it. Snipe says, "Heyo, welcome to the rice fields." Did you just come off watching my my video on ricing Linux? that's the best way to do it. So yeah. But yeah, I'll go over to this because I might as well burn a bit of time. Oh man, that's annoying. My thing there. Anyway. So this is the new merch, these 3 items. I've removed a whole bunch of other stuff. There was a shirt with this logo on it, the HyperSec one, but it turned out shit too many times, so I've cancelled it. This is a die cut sticker. It's pretty cool. Another die cut sticker. I don't know why this one's more expensive. Maybe there's like more black in it or something that makes it look more expensive. But this new shirt, this new hoodie
is so freaking cool. Where's my music gone? Whatevs. Check out this freaking hoodie. Oh my god. I actually really like the pink. I bought a white one for myself. And I mean, look, it's like under $50 Australian. It's so good. It's a really good price. But yeah, it has the DC CyberSec splash sticker on it, as well as the DC CyberSec logo. And to be honest, I just think it looks so cool. I'm like actually obsessed with this merch. I really want to get the grey as well. I want to get the grey and the pink. Oh my god. That'd be so cool. Oh, my music's back. Here we go. AI235, creating the indexes due to open book exams, index as you go along. Oh, right, okay. Once you covered all the materials, then go back, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Indexing, oh, that's hard. I haven't read through the content in the SANS courses for a while, to be honest. So I'm really not too sure. But if you want to flick me a DM of maybe like the main topics or the main parts that are covered, then I can help you build an index, and yeah, just let me know. I'll be happy to help, man. Snipe says merch looks cool, price is pretty decent. Sure is. It's I think it's actually really cool, but yeah. What's going on in Discord? I've completely run out of topics to talk about, and there's only like a minute 50, but I'm gonna stay until the end because that's how these things work, right? You can't cheat the system. I can't cheat the clock. The clock is here for a reason, and it needs to be obeyed. The clock needs to be obeyed. I feel like, you know, I got the idea. I was watching a video that a friend of mine sent me by Ludwig, and I'd never really watched much of Ludwig before, to be honest, but I guess I was just living in a cave, or I don't know, I don't really watch too much Twitch streams, so I was like, you know, not my thing. Anyway, I watched this one video where he had this subathon thing, and he was there for like 30 days or something. I'm like, that's insane. I mean, if I was to do one, would I get longer than, you know, a few minutes? Fluff in front of the camera. That was weird. So yeah, I was watching that, and it came up. Who just tipped? Oh, Christian Pot, you bastard! You just added another minute. And thanks, but you're an asshole. And why? And anyway, he was up there on like a month, right? He was literally live streaming for a month. Can you imagine how many tips that is? Like, how much money did that guy make to stay online for an entire month? It must be a ridiculous number, but either way, hats off to him for doing it for that long. And I think there's actually been a couple of other streamers who have also done that and been able to live stream for crazy long periods of time. Like, I think one guy did like 2 months or something crazy like that. So I'm not really sure. Sickest one. Thanks for the follow, mate. And Hamsavaden, bye. Have a nice day. Thanks, dude. I will. You too. I'll see you next weekend. Batty Saab, hello. What up, dude? How you going? I've got 15 seconds left in this stream, so you've come at a terrible time. Sorry, but yeah, I will be back on next weekend on Friday night. So I'll see you guys all then.
thanks for watching this stream. It's been super fun, as always. Thank you, Christian Pop, for pumping up and in like 45 minutes almost of extra time on top of this. So cheers for that. I appreciate those donations. And yeah, thanks for everyone for coming along. It's been super fun as always. I ran out of ideas to the end, I'll be completely honest. But yeah, I'll make sure next time I have like a list of topics to go through and talk about for each one, as well as some fun little projects to do, and you know, all sorts of cool shit. So we can actually keep it going. It'll be fun and you know, enjoyable for a longer period of time, because I do quite enjoy doing these streams. So anyway, without further ado, thank you all again for coming. It's been great to have you all here, and I'll see you all